That's unfortunate.
That was very unfortunate.
It was.
A very unfortunate joke that nobody gets to hear.
Thankfully.
Yeah, thank God. All right. What's up, guys? And welcome to the first episode of the Nerdy as Hell podcast. I'm very happy to finally be able to say that, honestly. It's been a lot of work and a lot of long time coming. But I want to go ahead and introduce the people I have guilted and tricked into dying on this hill with me. We've got my lower right, we have Cheyenne. My lower left, we've got Jake. And the top right, we have Chris. I'm your host, Matt. Today, we're going to discuss our gaming origin stories. So you guys can kind of get to know us a little bit. We're also going to discuss some cool Batman-related stuff. And of course, the greatest game ever made has some news. And dogs are coming to our favorite pirate game. Let's go.
So, what do you guys do today?
It's the intro.
What are we jumping into? Are we jumping right into the topic?
Yeah, our origin story.
And with that, the perfect intro for the very first episode. As the intro rolls, we continue to speak. Perfect. Absolutely
That's how it works,
perfect. Right? So how are you guys doing then?
Good.
I'm pretty good. You know.
Oh my God. Did you guys like my announcement that I made this weekend? About the new addition to my family that's coming?
That was
come on.
stupid.
That was
I thought it was a
stupid.
baby comb, so I was
I
like,
thought so too.
I was like,
baby! No. It's
and
a
then I
beard.
saw the little marking on the stupid ass comb.
Yeah, that's why.
Zoomed in. I was like, oh, this is a goddamn beard comb.
Hey, it was a mustache comb. Thank you.
And whatever.
Look, it's coming in. All right, it's coming soon. The beard is coming soon. This is going to be a very healthy baby. Okay.
The only reason I was able to be like, yeah, it's not a baby, was because I remember the night before, Sarah was drinking with you playing Fall Guys. So I was like, yeah, no, that's not a baby kind of move. So there's no baby.
fair.
You never know. Hey, you never know what could have happened the night before.
Sarah would not.
No, I mean, I guess so, because my mom with Daniel, she drank 6 months into the pregnancy because she didn't know.
Jesus Christ.
But Daniel is the
That
biggest
makes a
out of
lot
all
of
three of
sense.
us. He's
Poor
the
Daniel.
biggest out. No, not poor Daniel. Poor us. He could eat us.
He's fucking 13 years old. He beat the shit out of Jake.
Oh, he could beat the shit out of anybody.
Oh, I don't know about that. So did you guys see the Batman trailer? The new The Batman trailer.
The Batman.
The
Robert
Batman.
Pattinson.
Yes, I did.
Who
Bat-
currently
I'm sorry,
has COVID.
Pattinson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
also
Bat.
true.
Didn't
The
know
bat
that.
got the Rona from the bat.
True.
My favorite part, probably about the whole trailer, was the bat suit.
The bat suit.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool because he has the gun flayed as the part of the bat symbol.
Oh
on the
yeah, the
chest.
gun.
I do
that they
think
used
that's
to kill his
cool.
parents.
I think
I'm okay.
that's so cool.
I'm okay with the suit. It looks, it's supposed to be like year 2 Batman, so it's still all like hockey
Early.
pads
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Yeah, but I've never seen anything quite like that before, where he literally has like a gun inlaid.
Yeah,
I
at this point, I don't give a fuck about what the suit looks like anymore. How many Batmans is this? 8? 9?
Yeah.
Let's see. You have Michael Keaton, Michael Keaton for 2.
You're forgetting one.
Adam West, and then you have Christian Bale, Batfleck, and Pattinson. So we're on Batman number 8.
Mm.
What I liked about it, I can't get over the Batmobile. It's not a fucking tank.
It looks sweet.
It's an actual car. It's an actual
Yeah,
car,
it
and
looks
it's
cool.
so cool.
It does.
It does look really cool.
And I also like that they opened up with like this distorted version of a Nirvana song.
Yeah, I like the Gordon casting. That dude's gonna be. I think he's gonna be awesome. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's from Westworld.
Oh,
and just
the
What he's from.
yeah.
He. Oh, I don't remember the actor's name, but I watched him
No,
in
I
Westworld.
can't remember his name off the top
I
of my
would
head. Do you guys know
I would watch
apparently Andy Serkis is Alfred?
You know what?
Nope.
Hmm.
I'm all right with that.
It's super
like
I don't
weird,
know who
right?
that is.
Like
I literally
Andy
have no idea
Serkis,
who
No,
that
it's
is.
not.
Caesar,
No.
the guy who plays Caesar, the guy who played fucking like armless dude in Black
He
Panther.
played Golem.
Yeah, he
I've
was.
never seen the
Yeah,
Black Panther.
Smeagol as well.
You
He
never
played
seen the
Golem
Black
and
Panther?
Smeagol.
Unfortunately, not.
Chris.
That needs to get on your list like
Mhm,
a week ago.
ASAP.
I
Oh
just
my
felt
God.
like it would be wrong of me to watch it just right after he died. When I didn't watch it
Why
before,
would
I
that?
don't want to be
No,
that
why,
guy.
why would that be
No.
wrong?
That would, I mean, unfortunately he died, but that would be like the perfect time to watch it. So you're like,
Come on,
what did
man.
I miss?
Come on,
Also,
man.
fun fact about that is Killmonger, the main bad guy, he modeled his like armor plates and stuff off of Vegeta's armor.
That's
Awesome.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
if you watch it and look at his armor carefully, you can be like, oh yeah, that is the Saiyan armor right there.
Yeah, I never saw that movie, unfortunately.
You should.
I can't believe
should.
it.
It's
Do you-
good.
so
But I
you
did
still-
want
but
to.
He's the guy,
I just-
yeah, but he's the guy that did all the like capture and voice acting for Caesar and Planet of the Apes
And Gollum and
and
Smeagol.
Gollum and Lord of the Rings. Wasn't he
Also, if you
also
saw-
the face
if-
of? Didn't he also do the facial stuff for Snoke in Star Wars?
I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
I don't remember that. I don't remember for
did-
sure if he did or not. But
Chris, did you see Age of Ultron?
Once.
Okay, you know the dude that was like selling adamantium out of a ship and Ultron cut his hand off? That was him.
Nope.
Oh.
I think
That's
Chris
how
and
we
I
got
both
his
have
hand
only
cut
seen that movie one time when we saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we were
I think
like,
that was it, honestly. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It was fine.
No, Andy Serkis is he's a very talented character actor.
Michael
It's
B.
fine. I
Jordan
guess.
is
I
a
guess it
huge
doesn't matter
anime
if you
fan.
don't know what he is. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. Whatever.
I think.
I mean, to be
think it's a
fair-
cool casting course.
To be fair,
Choice.
the only movie I can think of where he played basically what he looks like is fucking Black Panther, and when he was old, like before he was fucked up Smeagol. That's it.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's it. That's the only time I can think of like actually seeing his face in the movies that he's in.
I remember not fucked up Smeagol when he's like, "Ooh, you got the ring?
Those are
really
movies that
nice
I've only
ring.
seen once. I
Yeah.
just can't. I can't get into those
Lord of the Rings.
or the Hobbits.
Oh well, the Hobbits are garbage. So
Oh, I thought they were good.
no. The best part is literally just
wrong.
listening to to Smaug speak. That's it. Just
That's,
that scene is the best of all the three, and then they were like, "Fucking, he's gonna fly off into the go destroy the town," and then the next movie just opens up and he's dead in 2 seconds.
That's Benadryl Fanny Pack.
What'd you say?
That's Benadryl Fanny Pack who plays Smaug.
Oh,
Benadryl
Cumberbatch.
No, I don't think that's his name. I don't think so.
He also plays Khan.
That's true.
And Doctor Strange.
Yes,
And Doctor
it's also
Strange.
true. That's the first thing I would have reached for. Probably Doctor Strange.
And
Oh,
Sherlock.
Oh, anything
No,
else?
I
Sherlock.
learned him from.
Do you fucking have IMDb up right now, or like?
No,
Me?
I just
No, Cheyenne just
No,
rattling off
yeah.
all of Benedict Cumberbatch's roles.
because he's cute.
Oh,
He
stop.
also
Oh, is he cute?
didn't
I didn't realize.
he do what's his name?
Oh,
I'm gonna sound
Stephen Hawking.
yeah.
Theory
He
of
did
Everything.
Stephen
No,
Hawking
Alan
too.
Turing.
Yeah,
He did Stephen Hawking.
Is
That
that
must have
you're
been-
talking
he
about
portrayed Stephen Hawking.
Fucked up.
in what movie?
Theory
I don't
of
remember
everything.
what it's called. There you go.
What?
The theory of
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie. I thought you were talking about the movie where he was where he played Alan Turing, the guy that cracked the code. Whatever. We're getting way off topic here.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Anything
remember
else
that
you
one.
guys
Yeah.
saw in the Batman
was-
trailer that looked
he
pretty
was in
sweet?
that too.
I liked when he beat the ever-loving shit out of that
I
guy.
know.
Like when you thought he was gonna stop, and he said he just kept going, and then you thought he was gonna stop again, and then he just killed him.
Is that before
Yeah.
his? Is that
That's cool.
before his oath?
That's
His,
before
oh, I don't know. Well, that was really just more of a big thing in the Nolan verse where he just he didn't kill, and then
Maybe
it
Robert
was
Pattinson's gonna be
really
a murdering bitch.
it's certainly he's definitely going to be a beat you within the inch of your life bitch, apparently.
Batman's always been like that. I mean, that's how
well,
I've always known
absolutely,
Batman.
but I mean, he doesn't usually just fucking beat somebody's face in while they're on the ground.
No,
He has a
he'll
lot of
incapacitate
anger in
you.
this.
You'll be a vegetable the rest of your
You know
life.
what?
Yeah.
You know what?
Eaten out of a tube.
One of the small details that I really liked was it gave an explanation around the black of his
Yeah,
eyes.
thank God.
When he's,
Like
when he's
everyone
wearing the
knows.
mask.
Everyone knows the man wears makeup.
I was just like, okay, fucking thank you. Like when
Everyone knows that.
when Christian Bale
Yeah.
wore it, you took it off.
He would
and
just
you're
be like
what?
black eyes, and then he would just take it off, and it seemingly would be no makeup, and be like,
Yeah,
I don't think anybody would be annoyed by seeing the eye black there.
Exactly.
I don't think anybody would be annoyed by seeing that. Yeah.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe I was born with it.
Oh, we were
Maybe it's
wrong. He
Maybelline.
didn't.
Oh, man.
He didn't
Staying
play
on the,
Stephen Hawking.
My
What'd
bad.
you
Eddie
say?
Redmayne. Eddie
So thank you.
Redmayne played Stephen Hawking, not Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I was gonna say he was. Yeah, he was
That's
in the
right.
intimidation
It was
game.
the imitation game. Yeah.
Imitation.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Duh. Yeah. So on the same topic as Batman, though.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about the Suicide Squad game trailer that dropped last week?
Looks awesome.
I honestly, I don't know.
wanna
I
see
saw the
more about
trailer
it.
and I was like, okay, it's a trailer.
I have to say,
it-
I'm more excited for Gotham Knights than I am for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Here, I'm more excited about the concept of the game than the game itself. Kill
Are
the
you talking about
Justice League.
Suicide Squad? Okay.
No, yeah. Kill
Yeah.
the Justice League sounds like in itself it should be a game, and at the same time, I'm thinking, what happened to all of Batman's contingency plans where Suicide Squad has to go in?
Yeah, because I did want to point out, because that game is made by Rocksteady that made Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. It's still in the same universe as that.
Yeah.
But so obviously there's already no Batman.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's saying, like, you know, the subtitle is like Kill the Justice League, right? But obviously you saw Brainiac was really what was going on there. So really what's going to happen is you're going to be the Suicide Squad for probably most of the game. You're going to save Superman and the Justice League. You're not going to probably kill them, and you're probably going to save them from Brainiac, and then the next Rocksteady game is going to be a Justice League game.
That'd be
Maybe. I would prefer a Justice League game.
Yeah,
I would
I
also,
kinda would
because
too.
just from watching that 4-minute cinematic trailer, I was already a little bit annoyed at the banter. I was like, oh my god, this game is going to be like a roll my eyes, like, oh, shut up
Like
kind
the
of
actual
game.
Suicide
Where you're
Squad
like,
movie?
what'd you say? Like the
actual
first Suicide
Suicide-
Squad movie. Yeah. And it's got, I think it was Tara Strong still as Harley Quinn.
That's fine. I'm okay with
it's
that.
fine.
I think she was
Deadshot, that
trying
is.
to.
This has to be a different Deadshot, right? Because Deadshot is in Arkham City.
Yeah.
He's a white dude with like a goatee or whatever, and then
Mhm.
he's a totally different. You know, he's a black guy in the trailer. I was like, so that's obviously a different guy, but he's still
Mhm.
Deadshot. That's weird. That's really weird.
So to go back to your thing about Tara Strong being Harley Quinn, I'm okay with that, but I think she's trying to channel too much of the Margot Robbie version of Harley Quinn.
She should just go with her
And
own.
I was gonna say if she, because I was like, something's off
She-
about this Harley.
It
When I
looked
was
weird.
watching
It was.
the trailer.
It seemed
No, it
forced in the
sounded
trailer.
weird. It
Yeah, it did.
sounded weird. I'm like, just drop the Jersey accent and just go back to what you were doing in the Arkham games because that was perfect.
Mhm.
I agree.
Tara Strong is a really good voice actor.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
she's
she does a
all
lot of
over the
shit.
place.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris, any
Powerpuff
thoughts
Girls.
about the Suicide Squad trailer?
I thought it was all right. I think
Yeah.
that I need to see more about it before I commit to being like, yeah, I want that, or yeah, I don't. I think because we've seen so many like trailers that just get down, like everything gets downgraded when the game finally comes out,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
and it's showing so much. It looks like it's going to be good, but then you're like, what am I really going to get? Is what I'm wondering.
Are you showing me just? It's like movie trailers. Are you showing me just
Yeah.
the best parts?
Yeah.
And then I
the
go
only-
and wait for those
yeah.
best parts.
The only thing
Except-
I would say though is that, like, I don't need a 5-minute long cinematic announcement trailer.
That-
Show me what the
yeah.
concept is in a minute or 2-minute trailer. And then in a year or 7 or 8 months or 9 months, when I finally get to see gameplay, then I'll decide whether or not I think it looks good.
Yep.
It literally was just like, because it's not even like a proof of concept like thing. It's like, hey guys, goofy ass Suicide Squad. Look, it's funny, right? Haha. Excited.
Well, just to play devil's advocate to that, I think this was their concept pitch
Yeah, that's
because
fair. But well, I would hope not, because if that was the pitch, then that means there's probably like 4 or 5 more years until the game's done.
well, yeah,
They're not gonna get
but
4 or 5 years into development and then pitch the game.
honest to God, until I went to go see the Batman trailer for the movie, I had no idea there was a Suicide Squad game coming out. It automatically suggested it to me
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Well,
So
yeah,
like
they
I had no idea any kind of Suicide Squad game was coming out at all. So for them to do a 5-minute cinematic trailer to me is their way of saying, "Hey, look what we've got coming out."
Yeah,
And
proof of
it
concept.
yeah, maybe not technically a proof of concept, but like, "Hey, look, this is what we're working on."
yeah, and I
And
mean, yeah, I agree. I'll probably get the game because I played every Batman game they've made, and I
yeah,
enjoyed all of them.
Rocksteady's good at making
Yeah,
Batman games.
yeah, no, yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, but I guess to move on, because Cheyenne mentioned something about Gotham Knights. Now, did you guys watch? Did you guys see the just the trailer or like the gameplay trailer as well? Because they released two. Because they
Yeah.
actually Warner Brothers released all these trailers over last weekend for
Was that
their
for
like
DC
for their
Con?
for their event. So they released the Batman trailer and the Suicide Squad trailer, and all that stuff
Mhm.
came out like last weekend.
Mhm.
I think I only saw the trailer.
Yeah, I didn't
I
see
Not the
saw.
gameplay.
I
gameplay
saw.
trailer.
I
Okay.
saw gameplay.
So I guess all right. So then, based on that, what did you guys think about the trailer? Then what about the concept of that game? The concept
I
of
think
that game.
I think it looks awesome. I've seen a lot of people complaining and upset that, where's my Batman? I want
Yeah,
Batman in here. No,
I
exactly.
like how
it's time
dark
for
it seemed.
something new. Yeah, that too. Like
Yes,
That
thank you.
was what
Yes,
really
we're here to
brought
fuck
me
shit up.
in.
We're here to
Yeah.
fuck shit up. We're
yeah.
not Batman.
Every
I
every
liked there were
person. Go ahead, Shine.
several.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I just like that there were several characters to,
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%.
it's not just like Robin going to avenge Batman. It's like the Bat family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
It's
Bat family.
supposed to be. It is technically a different universe. It's not the Arkham universe.
that's fine.
So yeah, which again I'm fine with. And to go to like jump on the back of you talking about like seeing people be like Batman in the game. And I was just like every single person that I saw said I just rolled my eyes and like you got Batman. You got 3 of
You
those
got
games.
four.
Yeah, 4
If you
because of
count
because of
Arkham
Origins. Yes, you got 4. You got 3 great ones
and
and an
one
okay one.
It's
So
okay.
you got Batman. You got it.
It's time for
You'll
something
get Batman again. Don't worry. You'll get him again.
Yeah.
I guarantee at the end of the game, it's going to be like, I'm not actually dead. Just kidding. 100%.
No,
Especially because they
Or
don't.
maybe like for the last
I'm
quarter of the
also-
game, you get to be Batman.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. Yes.
I'm also like, and this is like been happening for a while, but I really enjoyed them sticking with Damian as the current Robin
Uh huh.
because I
That's
like
cool,
Damian as
yeah.
Robin a lot.
Is he? Is he the Robin in that game? I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Mhm.
Tim.
No, that was Damian.
No.
It looked like Damian.
Well,
to
because
me.
no, I thought because I thought it was. It might have been. I don't know. It's hard to tell from just their faces. I mean, because I couldn't tell if the guy with the gray and then the scar. I'm pretty sure that was Jason, right? That was
Jason
Red
Todd,
Hood.
yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's because he got brought back to life or whatever, so it like put gray in his hair for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Mhm.
but I couldn't tell, and then I thought that the other Robin was Tim Drake, but I could be wrong.
No,
like-
I'm pretty sure Nightwing is Tim Drake, right?
No,
Is
Nightwing's Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson. That's who I meant to say. Yes.
What were we saying, Chris?
I like their ability, like Rocksteady's ability for world building, making it an interesting map to traverse. And
Mhm.
since it's not going to be another Arkham game, it makes me feel like it's going to be a fresh city to explore.
Yeah, the
And it's gonna-
gameplay. The gameplay really shows that.
Yeah,
The-
I was gonna.
I'm looking forward to seeing that then.
Yeah,
because-
as someone else who also saw the gameplay trailer, Cheyenne, we saw that there's level progression for each different character, and each one has a different story, but
Yep.
it's also at least 2-player co-op.
Yep. And
Through the entire game.
enemies,
Nice.
the enemies level
Nice.
up with you. So it's
Yes.
you can't go and like level build and then come back at level 15 and
Yeah.
fight Mr. Freeze who's level 5. Mr. Freeze is going to be level 15 too.
That's
Like
good.
they're
Though.
Yes.
going to
Oh,
stay
that's
at
And
great.
it
Yeah.
scales
Yeah.
with you, and they even said that the boss fight will change based on levels, so you can continue to play. I will say
Yeah.
it kind of sounds like they're trying to do that thing where Marvel's Avengers just came out. It looks kind of like that, but honestly, like in my opinion, it looks better.
Much. I was gonna say better.
Because
Better
I saw
executed.
gameplay of that, and it just looks like you just run around and you beat up robots and you open chests, is what
Yeah.
that game looks like.
I
And you get
see.
loot.
I want to give it a shot before I completely shit on it.
Well, I just hate that Spider-Man's a fucking exclusive to PlayStation, of course, in that game.
Same.
So I have to get it. I can't get it on my PC. It's
You have to
bullshit.
get on the PS4
So yeah, I'll probably just wait till the PS5 comes out. I don't
Or
want
the
to get it on
PS5.
PS4.
I'm gonna get it.
But
Or at least
right now that game is broken from what I've heard.
I
At
might-
least they like the beta stuff.
I might send back Pokemon Sword and
Oh, your
get Marvel.
GameFly.
hell yeah, I still use GameFly because I like to try before I buy.
Fucking nerd.
That's smart.
Wow.
That's what
I
she
wish I
said.
used GameFly, but I'm a loser who buys before he tries.
No,
Yeah,
because
me too.
I got burned with Kakarot. And that was the last.
Really? Did it? How bad was that?
It was on sale. Thankfully, it was like during their game play days or whatever, and I
Yeah.
only bought it for $35.
Ooh,
It
But-
wasn't great.
it burned you
It wasn't great.
for 35
30.
bucks.
Yeah, it did.
What
It
didn't you
burned me
like
pretty
about
bad.
it?
Well, for starters, I'm not a person who likes to get digital copies. I prefer physical,
Boomer.
and I bought this
Same.
game digitally. Shut up. And I downloaded it, and literally since the day I downloaded it, every time I play it, it glitches. Anytime there's any kind of fight, it drops to like 2 frames a second. It's
I don't know
terrible.
how you're having that issue. I didn't have that issue once.
I don't either. I have no idea what the issue is.
No idea.
But it's just that game. Any other game that I've downloaded to play, like Halo, like we've been playing, no problem.
What do you think
But
about
Kakarot-
Kakarot, Matt?
Honestly, it was fun. I didn't finish it because the game really wants you to like grind out training and stuff to get to like level up your character because it's actually an RPG. And I was decent enough at normal to go through the entire game until I got to the Boo Saga. And then I got to a fight where I was Gohan and I had to fight against Deborah. You remember the demon guy that would like spit on people and turn them into stone?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I went to fight him, and he has like literally like eight more health bars than me, and it's so much bullshit. Go ahead. Oh, didn't even hear it. Didn't even hear it.
Oh,
That's
sad.
okay.
That was
It's
cool.
all right. I'm not sad. But yeah, and then I was just like, you know what? I've played the game enough. I'm good. I know how the story goes. I've seen it a billion times.
The thing about that was like all the little side, like join this clan and build your recipes and build your friend groups. I'm like, dude, I just want to fight people
Yeah,
and
yeah.
progress. That's all I
100%.
want. Like
I just want a
Budokai
new
3,
2D fighter like Budokai 3.
Oh my god, Budokai 3 was perfect. You could fly around the world, find Dragon Balls, and then you go do your missions. It was perfect. I miss Budokai
Absolutely.
3.
I never played that.
Well,
I
I
wish I
feel
did
bad
that.
for you.
I do too. I feel
Any
feel
any
bad
final
too.
thoughts though on Gotham Knights? I like that it's highlighting the sidekicks instead of Batman for once.
exactly.
That's
I was
pretty nice. I
literally
like that
about to
fair
back
say
point.
one's
that.
in it.
Yeah, dude, her gear looks awesome. Oh yeah, obviously at some point you either find new gear or you upgrade your gear, and so I like the suits that I saw on her looked awesome. They look super cool. Because
Mm-hmm.
they're
wonder if
going
they'll do
straight
anything-
for purple, like her original like purple and gold,
Yeah.
instead of her black and gold like they did in Arkham Knight and that during that that prequel story where you played as her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
I-
I think it looks sweet.
I was about to say, I wonder if they do anything like, what was it, Arkham City, where you could download like you had the DLC skins for them, and you could get
Yes.
like the 90s cartoon styles and all that. I wonder if they do that.
That'd be
because
cool.
Yeah, dude, that was
It'd
oh
be
man,
really cool.
That was my favorite skin.
That was the coolest thing ever.
Yes, with the old,
Running
it
really
looked
cool.
super cell shaded and really weird, but
Yeah.
it was sick.
It didn't fit into the game, but
Yeah,
it
no,
looked
not at all.
nice.
Not at all. But I guess we should probably go ahead and move on to our main topic of the day here. So we're gonna discuss our gaming origin stories, as I've been calling it today. So because this is our first episode, we wanted to kind of have everybody kind of get to know where we're all coming from in term like with our, gaming backgrounds and shit like that. So we're gonna talk about like where we started gaming, how we started gaming, how we fell in love with gaming, and we're gonna end all together by giving a game that we would recommend to a non-gamer to try to turn them into a gamer. So we're gonna each individually tell our stories here, and then afterwards we're all gonna talk about the games that we would recommend. So who wants to start us off?
Why don't you start us off, Mr.
Okay,
Host?
I'll start then.
Yeah, Mr. Host. Come on,
Mr.
man.
Host, whatever. That's you know what?
Yeah, Matt. Why
That's
don't
right.
do
You
it?
call me Mr. Host from now on.
Oh,
Okay,
I
well-
faced the wrong way.
What'd you say?
Yeah, Matt. God damn it.
I was turning in my chair. You shut up. All right. Well, I guess I'll start then, since
Oh,
everybody
wrong way.
wants Mr. Host to begin. So I guess I really started gaming with my dad, who is and has been he was a huge race fan. So when I was younger, we had a PlayStation, we had a PS1, and the thing that I remember playing the most were what like the old NASCAR games and like Gran Turismo and stuff like that. So I grew up basically only being allowed to play whatever my dad bought.
Fair.
I didn't have my own console.
Or your own money.
Yeah, yeah, no, I wasn't working when I was like 3 or 4, unfortunately. Like
Wow,
unlike Jake,
deadbeat.
who was out there working his ass off.
Hey. Just because I'm Mexican.
Oh, stop! God damn it. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I really started by like playing racing games with my dad, and wrecking him all the time and pissing him off because I sucked. And I was a super sore loser, so every time I was gonna lose, I'd just wreck him. But really, that went on for probably. I mean, like I basically just played those. I was able to rent some games like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, some old stuff like Driver. Do you guys remember Driver?
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
You
Oh,
mean-
Driver was good.
Driver
I
and
played
Driver
that.
2. I remember like not even being able to understand how the controls worked. And I think I was just driving around in Driver one day because I would rent that game nonstop, and I just randomly found out you could get out of your car. I had no fucking idea because you had to hold up and triangle at the same time. I think it wasn't just one button. So I mean, I was like 4 or 5, and it was hard. It was hard. Okay, shut up. It was hard.
You know what my favorite thing about the Driver series was Drive 3R.
Drive. That's shitty ass. That's
Drive
like the
3R.
Fantastic Four that had the 4 stuck in it, Fan 4 stick. But yeah, so that was a revelation in my life. After like the 6th time I rented that game for a weekend, and I found out you could get out of your vehicle. Oh my god.
It's funny how you're saying rented video games. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, dude. I'd go to the movie scene every Friday
God.
after school. We
Movie
didn't
scene?
live
What
close
the
to a
hell's a movie
Blockbuster.
scene?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as the movie scene. All right, so remember when you moved to Williamsburg? The movie scene was right next to where Tops China was.
Yep,
That
I
place where we
remember
used to get
There
the
was a movie
teriyaki
scene?
Yes,
chicken
the
and all
place
that?
where the best Chinese place ever. Yeah,
I
it
could
was
eat
right
that
next to
shit
that.
right now, and I'd be so happy.
Dude. Yeah, oh my god.
Is it still good?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't live in
I don't
Williamsburg
care. It
anymore.
just sounds good.
Yeah,
And
me-
then one day I was at my babysitter's house, and I think it was her grandson. He had an Xbox and he was playing Halo, and
Ooh.
I was so enthralled with how good it looked, how awesome it, the music, everything about it, and I was so obsessed with it because he never let any of the other kids that were like being babysit or whatever play it, obviously. But I was begged for it so much that my dad made a deal with me that if I could save up enough money by doing chores or like cutting grass or whatever, if I could save up enough money to get my own Xbox and Halo, that he would buy me a TV to go with it. So I don't remember exactly how long it took, but I do remember going to the store, getting the Xbox, getting Halo, and then getting like a TV to go with it, going home and playing Halo like forever. Like never stopped playing it.
And we're still
All the
playing
way
it
through.
now.
Yeah, still playing it now. Still amazing. Still a great game.
It,
So
it is.
that
It
got me
really is.
into shooters and stuff like that, which I pretty much religiously played shooters, sports games, and racing games until high school. And Cheyenne actually let me borrow Skyrim. I had never played an RPG before that. This was in 11th grade. And I
Wow, it
played
took you that
Skyrim, and that
I
long.
know.
changed.
I know.
Yeah, that changed what I played forever because
I
I
was like, oh
play
my
everything
god,
now.
you
I
have
had
to.
never played an RPG before that, and I did not want to
Wow.
give it back to Cheyenne at all. I think I had it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I was like, "Fuck
Yeah,
this! I'm buying my own
yeah,
copy of this game."
you had it for a long time.
Yeah, I had it for a while. I had it for a long time. And yeah, so that basically opened me up into just being like, I'll just play whatever. I don't care. I'll play anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll give it a shot. So that's pretty much that's where I am now. I play everything. I don't just I mean literally any genre you can think of except for horror games, which I only play because I have to on my Twitch channel. That's it. So that's me. All right, who wants to go next? Silence. Okay,
I'll
Chris, you
go.
go.
I'll go.
Okay, Jake, you
Oh,
go.
okay. Well, shit. I'm gonna show how old I am.
You're the same age as us.
Yeah.
I'm older. I'm the oldest one in this group.
By a few months. Yes.
Yeah.
You started. You started on PlayStation 1.
That's because that's all my dad had. I was like 6 at that time.
I started on Sega Genesis.
And you can only play what you're given.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
So,
fair.
I mean,
So
my parents
I
weren't
have
big
been
gamers, so
told
my dad just liked to play NASCAR, and that's it.
I have been told the story of how my parents got. They literally got a credit card to buy our Sega Genesis.
Nice.
But
Awesome.
yeah, shit,
Ultimate parenting move right there.
10 out of 10.
I started on a Sega Genesis, and a Super Nintendo, and I started with Super Mario World and Sonic the Hedgehog. Um, and those of you who really know me, Sonic the Hedgehog has just basically became ingrained into my life. I mean, I have him tattooed on my shoulder, right there, as well as Super Mario. I have a one up on my arm right here.
Anytime he's feeling down, all he has to do is scratch his arm and sniff it.
Yep. And then I feel like I'm 5 years old again. But no, I started out playing platformers, hardcore, like just nothing but platformers. And it wasn't until I was about probably 6 that I got my first PlayStation. And I don't even think I really got a game with it. I think I just had the demo disc for a long time.
Yes. Yes.
Remember those? I love
I
those.
Yeah.
loved those
Dude, I used
too.
to get my Xbox magazine every fucking week or every
To play the
month with
demo
a new
disc?
demo disc on it. Hell yes, dude. That's where I discovered so many games. Fucking
And I played
Oh.
the shit out of Hot Shots Golf on PlayStation 1.
yeah, dude, that game was awesome. I love that game.
And
Holy
it was only like 3 courses and you only had like
Yep.
2 characters to pick, but we
Yep.
would play it for hours. Like I started playing PlayStation, but God, I can never really think of a time I ever was interested in shooters or like first person shooters or anything like that. I just could never get into them. It wasn't until probably later in my high school years when people were like, "Hey, we're gonna play Call of Duty. Do you want to hop on Xbox with us and play?" And I was like, "Okay, fine." Like if I were to make a ranking of where I place genres of games, it would definitely be like platformers number one. I can run through Super Mario World in about 15 minutes if I'm on top of my game.
Rub it in.
Yeah, I was like,
Um,
Jesus.
and then Sonic 2 and 3 definitely I can beat in at least an hour. Sonic 3.
Both
No,
in an
Sonic
hour?
3. No. Like individually I can beat them within
Okay,
an
I've never
hour.
beat any of those games. Never
That's a
been able to
shame.
finish them.
That's a
I didn't
shame.
grow up
They're
with
great
platformers,
games.
so I'm terrible at platformers. They piss me off. It's right up there with
Oh,
fighting
okay.
games with how much they piss me off.
Well, it's funny you mentioned fighting games because one of the first games I got on PlayStation, I remember actually having was a copy of this game that was originally an arcade game, and it's so obscure. I don't know if a lot of people know about it. It's called Primal Rage.
Oh,
Yes.
hell yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah,
Yes, I
where
know
you're
that
the
one.
fucking
Chris got
dinosaur
so
fighter
Yeah.
game.
excited.
Primal Rage is amazing.
I loved it, but it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
I love that.
But I
shit.
would play the hell out of it. And I even had like a toy figurine of one of the characters, and I used to play with him all the time. And man, I played the crap out of that game, Primal Rage. And then you know what? It probably, I no, it was middle school when I started my first real RPG, and I started the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
Oh.
But it was weird because I started with Chain of Memories on Game Boy Advance,
Huh.
which is a card-based RPG. Probably one of the more
Was it
difficult.
like turn based like old Final Fantasy?
No,
Like
it
with
Mm-mm.
wasn't.
cards? Oh,
It's
okay.
not like that. It's
I don't know what a card based RPG even is.
I don't even know how to describe it. It's like
You'd have to play it.
yeah, you would have to play it because each attack that you use consumes a card, and you can
Is
group up.
Yu-Gi-Oh not one?
No, it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh at all. And each you can group up like groups
I'm
of
with you,
three
Chris. I
for
don't
a
know.
combo. You could group up 3 cards for a combo attack, and then you have. I don't know. It's really complex. I mean, when you get to the Kingdom Hearts franchise, what isn't stupid and ridiculously absurd? Even though how much I love it, like it's ridiculously absurd. But I started with Chain of Memories, and it really sparked my interest into RPGs, or at least fantasy RPGs. Funnily enough, I've never played any of the Final Fantasy games.
Me
Same.
too.
Although I've heard that
Same.
7 is like tops is what you need to play.
Yeah, I want to wait
But
until that whole remaster's out so I can play it.
exactly, I was gonna pick it up right now when
I
they did the
guarantee
remaster,
what's
but
going to happen. Every like 2 years, they're going to release a new episode, and then when they're finally done, they'll be like the collection. Watch,
Yeah.
because it's going to take
Exactly,
so
so-
fucking long.
prize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep. So yeah, I'll pick that up eventually. But no, I started with Kingdom Hearts, and then I couldn't get past the second world, so I skipped it and went to Kingdom Hearts 2 and got really far. And at that time, I was so new at RPGs that I had no idea about like AP ability points and magic points and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I actually booted up my old PlayStation 2 save back from when I was in like the 6th grade, and I was looking at all my stats, and I was like, "My God, I'm using the basic sword. I have no magic equipped. I have no skills equipped. How did I make it this far?"
Yeah, it's so funny
Playing,
to like play old games when you're like, and then you realize there's more than just the first level.
yeah.
After a game
I'm
you
like,
haven't played in 15 years, you're like, Jesus Christ, damn,
how
I
did
was
I?
bad. I was bad.
How how in the world did I make it to this far without increasing ability points? Like, there's
Yep.
no way. But and then eventually I got into sports games. It wasn't until maybe about 3 or 4 years ago that I really got into um, sports simulators. And I tried Madden for a couple of years. I think I had 17 and 18. Yeah, it was fun, but I couldn't get into it.
It's fun at first until you realize how fucking wrong it is.
Or
Yeah,
until Sam
and
Press gives you a good dicking and you realize you'll never fucking be that good.
speaking of Sam Press, Mario Kart, God damn that kid in Mario Kart.
Is that what happened to you,
True.
Chris? Oh yeah, we had a Madden tournament at Jake's house, and he fucked you up, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And I was
Oh,
just
that's
like,
dude. I just remembered that, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
that was a dicking of a lifetime.
Dude, that's
I
been
still
stuck in
remember it.
Chris's brain forever. He just ripped it out.
Yeah.
He's like, now's the fucking time to talk about
Yep.
it.
Now's the time.
But no, it wasn't until about 2019 when I decided to start playing MLB The Show, and I've been really invested in that the last several years, building my characters and keeping that going, and still playing RPGs, and honestly more so playing the classics than playing any new games, other than like party games like Mario Party and Mario Kart and stuff like that. I've kind of fallen off the wagon, but I still love video games. I've collected
Well, why have
every
you fallen off
Nintendo-
the wagon, sir?
because I have a 1-year-old daughter.
There we go.
Good reason.
But it's like Nintendo systems. I have every Nintendo system since the NES up until the Switch, and I love to collect. So it's a lot of fun. But that's where I started, and that's where I am now.
Similarities, Jake.
Who wants to go next then? Well, if you guys are very similar, then we'll go with Chris
Cheyenne.
Okay.
We should do popcorn, like popcorn Cheyenne. It's your turn.
then. Okay, all right.
Well,
I was just gonna say two similar people going back to back. I was just gonna try to mix it up, but that's fine.
It would have
I
been
don't
bad if
care.
I went after Matt.
Would have been
Well, go-
Similar.
okay.
Oh, go Chris then.
Yeah,
Since
go,
me
Chris,
and Jake
go.
are pretty similar.
Go.
All right. So I got my start gaming with the PS1 and the Game Boy, like the original Game Boy, the brick.
The gray
Like-
brick.
The
Mhm.
gray brick. I have it
Yep.
upstairs.
And I played Kirby's Dream Land, Zelda Link's Awakening, and Wario World. I love that Wario.
Oh,
shit,
Wario
too.
World.
Yeah,
And then
I had that
I-
on Game Boy Color.
Oh my god, it was one of my favorite games. But on PlayStation, I used to play a game called. Well, I mean, everyone knows about Resident Evil, but I also played Dino Crisis, which is basically the same game as Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs instead. And it's not like you're in a city or something; you're on an island, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like I don't know. It was
Games
super
were not
gory,
that imaginative
scary.
back then like that. They were like, oh, Resident Evil? Dinosaurs.
They're selling.
And-
Let's do the same thing. Just change the characters.
Like my
Yeah.
dad has always been a gamer, like a big gamer, so I always had a lot of games that I could play. We used to play Gran Turismo together and Tekken,
Yeah.
and I was a little shit on Gran Turismo too, just like Matt. Like if I was losing, and I always was, I was like,
Sit it.
I'd go against the track, and he'd be trying to dodge me in this fucking Koenigsegg going 200 miles an hour, and I'm driving backwards in a goddamn ice cream truck or some shit. And then, oh my god, that reminds me, I used to play this game on PS1 that was called Twisted Metal.
I knew it. As soon as he said ice cream
Oh,
truck,
yeah.
as soon as he said ice cream
Twisted
truck, I
Metal.
was like, oh yeah, I know it's coming.
I never
the fucking
played
clown,
that because
the fucking clown scared me. Yes,
Yeah.
the clown on the cover scared me. I was like,
I
fuck that, I'm
couldn't-
not playing that game.
I never
My
picked it up because of the clown on the front.
I also used to play Medal of Honor, and we would do this thing where we'd be
I
like
can't believe I forgot.
split
about that.
screening, and I'd be trying to like, I'd be cheating like a bitch watching his screen.
Oh, screen, dude. Everybody's screen looks. Don't fucking deny it out there. Everyone's screen looks.
And I
I
was
used to shit all over my little brothers by screen looking.
And you were fucking doing it. You know you
he'd
were.
be
Or
like,
you didn't have to because they sucked because you were fucking 6 years older than them.
It was both.
Yeah.
he'd be lighting me up because he's actually got hand-eye coordination, and I sucked, so I'd be rocking a bazooka all the time because that's the only way I could kill him. But I think my
More like-
favorite games in my early childhood were probably Pokemon games, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
played Yellow, I played Red. My favorite ones though was Crystal version, which is a cross between Gold and Silver.
Gold and silver.
hmm And it was the dopest shit. But I never had. I used to have a link cable to like sit on the bus and like trade Pokemon with other kids.
You were that rich motherfucker that had a link cable.
I
Yeah,
stole
you-
Everyone was like, when they would see it. Oh, you
On
stole it? So, okay, all right.
Yeah,
can I jump in for
had
1
a friend
second
that
then?
left it at my house,
This is
and
so
then-
topical. I'm sorry. So you reminded me. So the first Pokemon game I ever got to play was Ruby on Game Boy Advance. That was the first Game Boy I ever had because my parents didn't buy games. So the first Pokemon game I ever got, I fucking found it on the bus with someone's name written on the back of it in Sharpie.
Hell yeah.
And I was like,
I've
oh, this
seen
is
that.
fucking mine. This is fucking
remember
mine.
that.
I remember that from seeing that in your room. I remember
Yes,
seeing that.
yes. I still have it somewhere. It's in a box. But for real, 100%, I was like,
That
oh, this is
poor
my
kid.
fucking game now. This is mine, bitch.
But
He's probably like, hey, have you seen my copy of Ruby? Nope. this is mine.
No, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Look at this new game I got, though.
I always kind of gravitate towards the shooters and the horror games. Those are the ones I like. The high stress, hard motherfucking ones.
Oop,
Like in
not
high
for
school,
me.
one of my favorite games was Dead Space. I still fucking play it.
You know what? You showed me Dead Space, and I actually really enjoyed that game.
It's a cool
And,
ass game.
It is.
EA needs to bring it back, but don't fucking shit on it this time.
No,
Yeah.
EA will never do that.
No,
They'll
they
never
won't.
bring it
They're-
back.
EA,
EA.
everything's ass.
Yes. Fucking your childhood one game at a time.
Yep.
But I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought.
That's okay. We were fucking up. We were fucking up EA. We had to stop to do that.
Yeah.
You were talking
We had
about
to stop
Dead
to
Space. I
shit
think
on
you were
you.
getting
Dead
into your high
Space.
school years now.
Mhm.
Yeah, in high school, one of my favorite games was Skyrim. Like I played fucking lots of Skyrim after Matt showed it to me.
Never played Skyrim.
And
You're a
then-
bitch.
Let me go get it.
Yeah,
It's like,
let him
what,
borrow
40
it.
It's like 14 years old and 35 ports later, and I still never played it.
Oh my god. I will let you
I,
borrow it. You still
It's
have a
literally 9 years
360?
old this November, though.
I do like racing games, but I hate losing. So if I'm not first, I don't have fun.
You're
You're
last.
last.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a thing. But I like strategy games. One of my favorite ones was Command and Conquer. Like before they turned it shitty with the Tiberium stuff, like Red Alert, not the remake of Red Alert, but like the one that came out in '98 or whatever. That one was
They just remastered the original on
I've
Origin.
never played any kind of strategy game. Now that I
Dude.
think about it,
You should. You'd probably be good
They're
at
so
it.
fun.
I also got my start with a Super Nintendo. Like I wanted to say, like Jake, I used to play Mega Man, which was a fucking hard.
Shooting them pills.
Mega Man's. I go back to him now, and I can't beat him. I've never beaten a Mega Man in
Fucking
my life.
hard. It's so hard.
You just quit too soon. You get shit on 58,000 times in a row,
No,
and you're like,
I don't
"No."
quit. I run out of lives. I
Mhm.
completely game over like 10 times in a row. Can't even like Mega Man X. I can't get past the second stage.
But
Jesus. Sounds
I
like
Even though
me.
you get to pick it. Even though you get to pick whatever the second stage is, I can't get past it.
I think my favorite game, like if I had, I'm all over the place here, but on
Spoilers
PlayStation
for
1,
next week.
there was a game called Xenogears, and it's not related to the Xenosaga that's on Switch. It's not that,
Is it
Oh.
not?
but it's got
Not
the same
Xenochronicles.
no, but it's got the same creative writer is why the Xeno is in the name.
Mm.
But Xenogears was like a adult game that had
Mets.
it was like with mechs. It was like Final Fantasy but with mechs, and it was
Okay.
extra adult themes. Like
Everything's better with mechs.
Tickle bitties.
yes, it wasn't a kid friendly game, but I played that shit, and I remember on the PlayStation 1 I had 6 discs for Xenogears 2 that I was playing, and I lost disc 4, so I never got past disc 3. So I've never beaten it to this fucking day, and I can't find
no.
Xenogears anywhere. I'd pay $70 to get to fucking play it again because
Should
it's
I can download a PlayStation 1 emulator and get it. I guarantee there's an emulator.
For legal reasons, I'm gonna say don't.
Oh,
download
yeah,
an
yeah.
emulator.
Yeah, we don't want to offend our sponsors that we have.
Hey,
exactly.
I just don't want Chris to get cuffed up and taken away for playing a game.
I
that he
think
loves.
Chris will be fine.
Chris will be
Alright.
fine.
All right.
But
Well, that
anyway,
leaves you,
That's
Is
leaves
that,
Cheyenne.
are you wrapping it up? All right, go, Cheyenne, go. No pressure. Hurry. All right, hurry up. You
nope.
got 3 seconds.
no, she doesn't.
So I kind of got my start the same way. Like, my mom, she had one of those big brick Game Boys, the gray ones. She loved playing Super Mario Brothers.
With no backlight, of course.
No backlight, no.
No.
And so I kind of got my start on that. Not really. I didn't get super into it then. She loved it, but it wasn't until my mom met my stepdad that we got a PlayStation and a Sega in the house. And that got started on Sonic and Earthworm Jim on the Sega.
Oh, yeah.
And then I
used to watch
played
that
a lot.
cartoon.
Yeah, I played a lot of the PlayStation with Spyro. I like this game called
Yes.
Spider,
I
the
forgot
video
about that.
game. I don't know if you've ever played Spider, the video game.
I've
heard
never
of it.
played.
But-
I've never heard of Spider, the video game.
You
Oh,
have to
no.
look it up later because
Isn't
it's
it
a
spelled
spider.
gonna look it up right now.
SPY?
No, I think it's
I'm
actually
gonna look it up
spelled
right now so I can
SPI.
put it on the screen because I bet you
Spider.
no one on Earth knows what you're fucking talking about.
Wait, that should be on my Forgotten Classic segment.
That's fine. You can
Anyway.
bring it up. Spider the
But
game.
it's a spider that you're playing as a spider, and you can get these upgrades, and one of your legs can be a flamethrower, one of your legs can be a knife. Like,
What was the
Awesome.
platform of
it's
this for this
crazy.
game?
It's a platformer, yeah. It's
No,
crazy.
what platform was it on?
PlayStation 1. 1996, I think, is when it came out.
Oh, so hold on.
I wanna
you guys
see-
keep
I wanna-
talking. I'm gonna. You
Oh,
got
okay.
keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. So anyway, that's one of the things that I grew up playing. Platformer, kind of like Spyro, and
What is this?
that's look. He has the arm.
This
I'm
needs
not
a
kidding.
remake. This needs
I
a
know,
fucking
I
remake.
know.
That's awesome.
That's one of the things I remember most because I was
What the
terrified of
fuck?
spiders. And
Look
if you
at
look
this
at
shit.
there's a little video preview, because I looked it up earlier, and it actually looks like a spider moving, and I can't believe I played it because I'm terrified of spiders. Anyway, so moving on from that, when my dad got the PlayStation 2 for Christmas, we all got the PlayStation 2 for Christmas. That's when I started getting into like the RPG games, like Neopets had an RPG game that I love to play.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
The Darkest Fairy, yeah, love that kind of stuff.
That was a cool
That's
intro.
that's when I got into Kingdom Hearts. I also couldn't get past World 2, so I have
The
no
Tarzan
idea.
level, I fucking had no idea.
I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure
The
it out.
jungle is so confusing. Even
Yeah.
now, I have to use a
Yeah.
walkthrough to get through the
Yes.
fucking jungle in Tarzan World.
Yes.
Oh, dude, yeah, the
Yes.
movement
So
in this
then-
game is very spider.
It's creepy.
It's very.
It's creepy. Anyway, that's one of the just boom
Look at this
Cheyenne,
shit.
can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
So to go off the topic of Kingdom Hearts, I
Yeah.
have like a love-hate relationship with Kingdom Hearts 2. So when I first started playing,
That's awesome.
I can't believe it. Can't believe I'm going to talk about this. When I for the first time ever, started playing Kingdom Hearts 2, my parents were like a day away from divorce. Like I got like super far into it. I was having a kick-ass time, and then my parents were like a day away from divorce, and then I stopped playing it, never played it again.
Oh.
And then I didn't fucking touch it ever again until about 2017, 2018. Started playing it, got to almost exactly the same part.
Oh,
and my parents actually got divorced.
Oh,
So I have
Okay.
really, but it's Kingdom Hearts 2 is my absolute favorite Kingdom Hearts, but I'm terrified to play it because I don't know what's going to happen again. Because they're already divorced, so what's going to happen next?
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's okay. My parents are fine. They're living with each other still, living life, and they're happy. So whatever they
Wow.
work
I was
for
gonna
them
say,
is
I was
fine.
like, that's weird.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
because when we
it
were in
is
Arizona,
weird.
they were still living together. I was like, wait, what?
I'm really glad I didn't have to go through that. My parents were divorced when I was 1. Had no idea what was going on. So
No,
My parents
was
recently
like,
divorced.
so like
Well, like
in middle school,
6
like
years ago.
follow your heart.
Oh, God.
Just listen to your heart while your parents are getting divorced. It's like, oh my God.
But it helps you
Anyway,
process your
Cheyenne.
emotions.
Anyway, oh my
Kingdom
God,
Hearts
that's
2
so
is a
sad.
therapist.
I'm sorry to interrupt you,
So-
Shane. Go ahead.
That's so fucking sad.
So for years, okay, after like I played PlayStation 2 almost exclusively for years, and I still have all my PlayStation 2 games, and that's what I have. I think, well, it's a tie between PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360 for the amount of games that I have. So then, when I lived on Guam, for my birthday one year, they got me a 360. Yeah.
Guam?
That was before I moved to
Yeah, that's-
Williamsburg.
Yeah, I
Right before I
remember that.
moved to Williamsburg, I lived on Guam. So it was like my 9th grade year of high school, 10th grade year. I got my own Xbox 360 Elite. It was the black one. That was
Did you
just
get the red ring?
just mine. No, it's still alive. It's right there.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Right
looking
where?
at it.
I got an elite and
Right
it
there.
died.
I'm not
I
showing
got the
you.
red ring.
I was there when you were opening that shit up.
Pissed me off.
Oh.
I've had
Well,
the red ring, too.
mine's fine. Mine's still living to this day. But that was my first console that was mine. I had several handhelds. Like I had a DS and I had a Game Boy Advance SP. The Game Boy Color I was big on because there was a Scooby-Doo game on there that I loved to play. I love mystery puzzle games, like I always have. But I didn't want to really talk about the handhelds because I feel like the big game consoles were more like what had an
Pertinent.
impact on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I got the 360, And that's when I started playing like Skyrim. And I don't know if you remember, Jake, but you're the one that let me borrow Batman, the first
Yep.
Arkham. Yeah.
I do remember that.
And I played that, and that's one of the first games that I've beaten, because I'm notorious for not beating games. Another game that I've also beaten is Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase on the PlayStation 1.
Did you
I
ever
beat
play
that
Night
when
of
I
a
was a
Thousand
kid.
Frights?
Yes, I love that. That's on the Game Boy Color.
That's Allison's favorite. She plays it on PlayStation 2. That's Allison's favorite game ever.
What the fuck?
I love the Scooby-Doo games. Yeah, so Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase was one game I've beaten, and Batman, the Arkham Asylum. Is Arkham Asylum the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've beaten that one because Jake let me borrow it, and I was like, I have to give it back to him, but I want to beat it first.
She can only beat
So-
games if you fucking absolutely hound her to beat it. Like,
That's
God damn it, come on, you fucking
That's
need to beat
true.
this.
Then I moved to Williamsburg, and that's when I started playing more shooter. I never really was into shooter games.
Me neither. I'm still
Yeah,
not.
I'm still not really, but I play with my friends. That's about.
Yeah, that's like
yeah,
playing Halo with Matt.
exactly.
Is like,
yeah, Halo.
I'm like, you know
3
what?
And
I'm having a good time because I'm playing with somebody that knows
Yeah.
what the hell they're doing.
yeah, Halo 3, Call of Duty. I bought those games solely just to play with my friends. You know,
Mhm.
and then when we were in Williamsburg, that's when I got into Assassin's Creed. That's
You know what? Matt got me into Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Matt got me into it also. I'm not gonna lie.
I
To
fell
this
in love
day,
with it.
the whole Ezio series is tops
That's
for me. Like nothing will ever beat the Ezio series.
This man knows. He gets
Agreed.
it.
So
He gets it.
no, I agree totally. But
Yeah,
Whatever
Cheyenne.
comes
That's how
out
Cheyenne
now-
and I molded our friendship.
yeah, that is
Every day in oceanography, I'd give her shit about not beating Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
because I hated it. I didn't like that one.
You didn't.
No, Revelations. I didn't like Revelations.
Yeah, Brotherhood, it just took you forever. I beat it in like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah,
And
Brotherhood.
I just wanted to talk about it, and I was like, "Can you fucking beat this game?"
I got Arkham
Yeah.
City when my lung collapsed, so I beat that one in like 2 days.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
forgot about that.
I forgot
Oh,
about that.
yeah.
But anyway, so that's when I started playing. I'm still heavily into RPGs. Assassin's Creed's still one of my favorite series. Witcher 3 that Matt got me into that I finally beat this year.
After 5 years.
After 5 years.
It took me literally 5 years of absolutely grinding
me.
her ass to fucking play the game. And 3 restarts later, she finally finished it.
Two
restarts
I
later.
hate that when
2
you're like, I have
restarts.
no idea where the hell I am.
Yeah.
Well, then
I just
fucking play the
restarted
game.
it. Yeah. But like
Don't
right
take
now,
6-month breaks.
I'm playing the Outer Worlds, stuff like that. It's the kind of games that I like to play. And I'm also a collector. I have almost every system. I don't have a Dreamcast, but I have the original.
My brother got me a Dreamcast for my birthday this year.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I just got
With
an
the VMU
N64.
and everything.
I just got an N64. I'm so excited about it to have that because I remember playing that at my cousin's house. We played like GoldenEye and stuff.
I never had an N64. Like I never got one.
Yeah,
but I have one
never-
now, but I never
we
got
never-
one.
I never
Yeah,
had one
we
either.
never owned one. I only went over to my cousin's house, and that's when I played the Nintendo, the original NES, and the N64. And I have both of those systems now. I love my retro game setup. I'm really
Me too.
passionate about it.
I can't wait for Miles to be old enough.
But you're
so I can
passionate about
chill.
old games?
I love old games.
Oh, I love old games, dude.
We should all play some old games.
Yeah, we should. I got a whole setup.
Yeah, we'll just go to Cheyenne's house.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll be
just all
there.
have
I'll
to
be
wear
there
masks.
right after this. Right after this.
It might take me a while.
12 hours later.
All right. Well, have you wrapped that up?
Yeah, I
Done?
think that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Well
I think I like everybody's story was nice. It was pretty unique. Everybody had different experiences, which is really cool.
I was surprised how similar mine and
before we
Jake's
move
were.
on, I just want to ask Cheyenne one thing.
Yeah.
What color was your Game Boy Color?
Blue.
Mine was green.
The most important question.
I had the green one too.
I didn't
Mine
have
was
one.
that
Yeah.
blue teal color.
That's a cool one too.
What about your SP? What color was your SP?
Mine
Mine
was
was
silver.
blue.
I had the silver, and then I had the blue, and they both
Mhm.
broke because younger brothers. And
Oh.
then finally, I bought the black one. Finally.
What
The
color was
SP
your DS?
I had the DSi.
I had,
so
I had
the
too many.
white one.
I had too many.
Oh, I had
DSs.
my first DS was the original DS, and it was red because it was the
Mine was
Mario
red, too.
Kart DS.
Mine was my first DS was the light. It was the black and red one.
I had
And
a
I was
light,
super
no.
cool, and I put a fucking barbed wire sticker across it, like a fucking awesome dude.
I had the
Edgy.
DSi. I didn't
Yeah.
ever get the Lite. I went from the DS to the DSi to the DS XL. No,
Did
the
you ever have a Game Boy Advance?
3DS and then the 3DS XL.
I had
I
had
the purple one.
indigo,
I just
Yeah,
had
that
the
one.
indigo
SP.
purple one.
Me too.
That was my
That's one
first
I had.
Game Boy. It was a Game Boy Advance.
Funny story about my 3DS.
You don't know where it is now?
No, I know where it is. It's right there.
And it should be in the garbage.
AC and Outer Worlds. Yes, Sarah, I see you.
I acquired mine when one of my roommates left from my tech school in at the military. He left and left it in the room. I was like, well, I guess this is mine now.
This is mine. Can I
Fair
go back
enough.
to my story? I forgot a really important part.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so in between having the PlayStation 2 and the 360, I forgot about the GameCube. And you know what I discovered on the GameCube? Harvest Moon. And that is
I thought you were going to say
still-
something cooler than that.
No. But it ties in with Assassin's Creed. What about the PSP? Oh yeah, I did have a PSP.
I had a
for long
PSP.
You
time.
won a PSP, didn't you?
I won a
she won
PS Vita.
No, Chris, you
That's
won a
what it
Vita.
was.
That and everything else she ever entered
Damn
in.
it.
Everything
She
else
does
she
win
ever
everything.
entered in, and all those like fucking Taco Bell giveaways. She won something every fucking time. Every single time.
I did have a PSP. I didn't really talk about the handhelds that much, but I played that
Bullshit.
a lot on our trips. Like we went to Germany and I was in the back seat playing the PSP with a blanket over my head so I could play Ratchet and Clank because I wanted to beat it. But Harvest Moon and like those kind of games like Animal Crossing and stuff like that, those are kind of my go-to stress reliever games. I have a bunch of I have almost all the Harvest Moons. I finally found Animal Crossing for the GameCube, the original one, on eBay for a good price, and I got it. So
What'd you have to pay? Like $95?
no, 30.
Oh my god! Wow.
I know.
The
I know.
disgust
Okay,
on your face.
and so I was thinking about our segment today, right? Our intro to video games, and I was thinking about that spider game, and I'm like, I wonder if I can get it. So I looked it up on eBay, and it was $150. Okay,
about right.
I scrolled down a little bit. I found one for $10, and I bought it. So I get to play my spider game when it comes in, but I was excited about that. So $10.
Texas for Trump.
I just hope
Excuse
that
me.
it. I just hope that it.
What are you
plays.
talking about? There's no politics here.
Yeah, no.
I didn't say
no
anything.
politics.
Matt got a follower. I was reading his name.
Oh,
You didn't hear any of my opinion about that.
But yeah, sorry. I wanted to talk about Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing and those kind of games because that's who I am too, along with the RPG type player. Anyway, now we can move on.
Okay. It's all right. It's okay. So now that we've all given our origin stories, again, as I wanted to say again, because why not? We're gonna go ahead and do the last part of this main discussion today, and we're all going to recommend a game, like what we would recommend to someone who has never or doesn't like play games to try to turn them into a gamer.
okay.
But it's going to be more of a discussion where we can all talk about it instead of us going like one by one. So like, after we, give our game or whatever, we can talk about it for a few minutes. So who does want to go first on this? All right, go, Jake. What game would you recommend to someone to try to turn them into a gamer, and why?
I don't know if to turn someone into like a hardcore gamer is the right term, but to introduce somebody into video games and to having fun and like just to show them like what video games could be. And you're just gonna roll your eyes because like, oh Jesus fuck, saw that coming.
He fucking holds up the game. He holds up the game.
I love it.
For audio listeners, he's holding up Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
But there's a caveat.
Okay.
There's a caveat.
Okay.
I'm not suggesting Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This is just the case to the main part, or at least half of the main part of the game. I would suggest that if you ever get the opportunity to either, properly emulate or download the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 complete build on a PC, it's fantastic. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 complete has all of Sonic 3 and Sonic Knuckles because Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, for those of you who don't know, are supposed to be one game, one complete story. There's a whole history behind why it got divided into two games, and that's a story for another day. But Sonic the Hedgehog 3 complete is just it's perfect. It has all your options of whether you want to play with the original soundtrack, the beta soundtrack. It's your standard platformer, and it's done perfectly. And there's no other game I would ever recommend to anybody more than playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles via the Sonic 3 complete build on computers, on PCs and stuff like that. It makes me mad that I don't actually have a PC because I want to play it so bad, but I don't have a PC. So I have a laptop, and not that I'm concerned that my laptop couldn't run it because it's a 16-bit game. It's not like it's running, Forza 5 Horizons or whatever, but I want to play it on a PC, and it's the perfect platformer. There's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. In my small, tiny, insignificant opinion, it's the perfect platformer to me.
In your very biased opinion,
I'm
we're
not
all going to
even
have very
biased.
biased opinions on this. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I'm not even trying to be
That's
biased.
the point. No,
because-
that's the point of this discussion, though.
I know that, but I'm not even trying to be biased because I love the Super Mario games. And Super Mario World is a very, very close second. I just think Sonic 3 is more fun because of that bias factor that I like Sonic the Hedgehog more than I like Mario.
All right, who's next?
And see, I'm gonna go next.
Go next. Go.
Yeah, I feel kind of biased too, because only because me as a gamer, I like storylines. You know what I mean? I like there being a backstory and stuff that you uncover as you kind of go along. And that's why I would choose mostly my go-to one was Spyro, but also Crash Bandicoot. Because they're those traditional platformer, kind of like you go around and collect stuff. There's a story behind it. You can fly around as Spyro, which I always thought was the coolest thing. But you get to meet other dragons while you're playing. You know what I mean? Like it kind of just encompasses everything for me, and it's one of the first games that I really got into as a kid was Spyro for the PlayStation. And maybe that's why I'm biased towards storylines, but that's why I would pick Spyro. I think it really like pulls together a lot of good elements.
Have you gone
to get
through the
people to play.
Reignited trilogy?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
good.
gameplay is good.
Yeah. And see,
Yeah.
that's the other thing I was going to mention was you don't have to find an original Sega to play Spyro or Crash anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I mentioned
they have remastered them. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I mentioned this 3 complete build on PC.
Right. So you can get for PS4, you can get those two. Don't they come in a pack together? Crash Bandicoot
all
and
three of
Spyro?
them.
Yeah, all three of them. The Insane Trilogy is how you get it.
On the PS4, yeah. So and then they're built really well. I played through all the Spyro ones. I haven't gone through Crash Bandicoot's one yet. I
They're
just
hard
haven't
as
had
fuck.
time. Yeah, I know.
Crash
But
Bandicoot is so fucking hard.
But it's so fun.
I know, dude. It's so fucking hard.
It's fun.
Chris, do you remember me like
trying
to like punch a fucking hole in my desk about that fucking game, dude? How much bullshit it was.
But yeah,
I've already
100%
Spyro 1 and 2. So,
Damn.
but I can't even fucking begin on Crash Bandicoot.
So hard. All right, you want me to go, Chris, or you got one?
Yeah, I want you to go.
All right. So for me, I would say, something that I would recommend to anyone to play would have to be Skyrim, because there's such a wide variety of difficulty levels and stuff like that, and then like what Cheyenne mentioned, there's story on top of story on top of story on top of story on top of story, and it literally you can play it forever. Especially on PC. I would more than anything I'd recommend it on PC because you can do anything in that game. The mods are ridiculous, especially if you get on Steam, and they're so easy. You just browse the Steam Workshop, you click on it, it downloads, and it's in. But without that, you can, the game tries to get you, to do the main quest and all that shit,
It
but
tries.
it tries.
I
You
never
can
did
literally
it.
you can come right out of that cave at the beginning after leaving Helgen and just say, fuck that. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do.
That's what
Forever. For the rest, until you get tired of it. You can become a vampire. You can become a werewolf. You can become a fucking vampire
Twilight.
hunter.
The Dark Brotherhood. I
Yeah,
forgot
you can
about
join the
them.
Dark Brotherhood
Oh,
of
so cool.
Assassins and assassinate people. You can
Yeah.
be a mage at a
Ooh.
school for mages or whatever. You fight fucking
Yeah.
dragons and you learn dragon powers. It's so easy to play. Like,
Mhm.
honestly, it's just, and you can sink so much time into it and just do whatever the hell you want to do.
I just feel
You
like
can
the only
create your
reason I
character.
didn't
You can
like,
create 100,000 characters if you want.
but that could be overwhelming for a non-gamer.
It can be, I guess, but
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. And
that's
be
true.
like,
No, go ahead. I would just say if that's overwhelming, then I guess I can see how that could be overwhelming. I guess, but
yeah,
if it can also be just as narrow as you want it to be, and just be like, okay, I'll follow this guy to
that's
river
true.
whatever the fuck. I can never. It's not River Run. It's whatever the first little town is. I'll follow him. I guess. Okay. Oh, I gotta go
White
to gotta
something.
go here now. Okay.
That's probably
If you really want to.
how I would go about it at first would just be to complete the main story and then afterwards
Yeah.
go.
Now, and
fuck
I wouldn't
off,
even
do
say
whatever.
honestly, the main story is not even the best storyline in the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't know. That's what I would say. I would just say, like, for anyone that doesn't play games or anything like that, because there's just so much shit you can do.
I thought it was White
And it's
something. Thank you,
endless.
Sarah. It's White Run.
White Run.
We were.
I was talking about
Run.
the first little town that's like Riverwood or something. I think.
No, it was White Run.
Don't kill a chicken.
No.
Don't kill a chicken. I did that too.
The entire village will come
They
down
will
upon
kill you. You have to restart.
All right, go, Chris.
All right. So this one took a lot of thought for me, and it's probably not going to be the most. I don't know if you guys are going to agree, but
Doesn't matter if we agree.
For me, I think Zelda Link's Awakening, just because the controls are pretty simple, that like people who aren't that coordinated might have
There's
a hard
a remaster
time
for it
navigating.
now too.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about the remaster. I've never tried it, so I'm not going to say the remaster is what I recommend. I'm recommending the original.
My dad really likes the remaster because he really liked the original. So
from what I can tell, they did a very good job with it.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
I was talking to him about this as to what I would recommend, and he was talking about Link's Awakening. So
it was one of my fucking favorite games of all time, and it was back in the days before like you could just look up online for a normal guide.
Yeah,
I printed out. I went to the library and printed out like 11 or 12 pages.
Sheets.
That's what I used to do with GTA cheats.
Yes.
I did that for Neopets.
Cheat Planet. Do you guys remember Cheat Planet?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And it just, I love the game. I love the gameplay. The story, the music is amazing. Like, just, I don't know. It to me is the best Zelda game. And I mean, I've played a lot of Breath of the Wild, and I really like it too. But something about how simple it was, like it's hard to fuck that up. And it's
that's why I go back to the simple classic games.
And there's a reason why. And there's another game you can't kill chickens in, because if you do, you're gonna motherfucking regret that shit. The chickens
my God, they come and get you.
Don't need the village to come get you. The chickens will just get you themselves.
I feel that the same argument I have for Skyrim, I would for if you had said Breath of the Wild. It can get overwhelming. With the different.
I was actually very tempted to say Breath of the Wild instead, even though I haven't finished that game.
I
really
have to agree with you because it's a great game. I put a lot of hours into.
But there's no real direction in that game, so it kind of never.
You never played
whatever.
It.
So here's my thing.
Okay, so go. Hey, non-gamer, go play these.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just to continue the last conversation, but in my Facebook memories, like 2 days ago, it came up like, "Hey, is Breath of the Wild worth it? I'm debating on going to buy it." I posted on Facebook to ask a bunch of people, and then I read through the comments, and like 2 hours later, I decided, you know what? No, I'm gonna go pre-order Spider-Man because it comes out tomorrow, and I think that was a better buy.
Well, I mean, it all that matters is that you are happy with it.
Spider-Man
That's
good,
it.
That's
though.
true.
I'm just
That's
saying,
true.
they're
That's
like.
True.
I value
Spider-Man's good.
your opinion on that.
But
All right. Well, that was a
Spider-Man
good
amazing.
discussion. I think
that's
all
another one
4
I'm
of our
keeping.
games that we recommended are probably great.
it's a wide variety too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in other news, something exciting happened this week. Do you guys know what I'm about to say? Do you guys know what I'm about to talk about?
Jesus
Witcher.
Christ, The Witcher was
Shut up.
trending on Twitter.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so
Was it
without
that?
further ado, the best topic of the day. Here we go. So
I don't know shit about this.
I saw something amazing
love The
2 or
Witcher.
3 days ago, and I was honestly shocked at the response that it got, as much as I love the game. But so The Witcher 3 got announced as a free upgrade on next gen consoles and on PC. So they have a remastered version of the game, or an enhanced version of the game, coming out for next gen, and I saw that game trending more than anything else that's been announced for next gen, like total. So I just thought that it's so funny that a 5-year-old game remaster has probably, from what I've seen, more hype than new games coming out for the new consoles.
That's
So
play
because
devil's
what do you
advocate right
guys
now?
think about the remaster, one, being basically free if you already own the game,
awesome.
and two,
Cool,
how
okay.
fucking
Fantastic.
how ridiculous it just exploded on the internet?
Cool. I've got 2 points, and I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
Yes.
One, and I'm only playing devil's advocate because I've never even really played the game. I started it, and then I just didn't continue. So,
okay.
this is
get on
not
him.
me. This is not me shitting on anything about The Witcher because I literally have no opinion that would hold any ground. I've never played it. One, people are hyped about it because they know what they're getting. It's not like they're getting a trailer for something that's brand new. It's a brand new game. We've never played it before. They know what they're getting. And two, look at all the hype that Skyrim, not as of late, but when it was getting announced as remastered ports, look at all the hype that generated
Yeah,
as well.
that's fair.
So those are my 2 main discussion points. Playing devil's advocate. I am out of my fun juice. I'm gonna grab another one.
Okay, because he has nothing else to offer about Witcher. You guys go.
Yeah. Well, I think it's great that they're offering it for free for people who already own it on this console, because it'd be really shitty if they left us behind just because we didn't get the PS5 or the new Xbox, which I'm
Yeah.
not even sure.
Like Rockstar did when they re-released fucking GTA. They were like, "Hey guys, $60 again, please."
Yeah,
That was shitty.
exactly. So I'm excited about that. I'm
Cue,
excited that
Rockstar.
we get to enjoy the new remastered game, even though we don't, even if
You
we
don't have- yeah.
go get the PS5 or the next gen
Yeah.
consoles.
Didn't hear that one either.
Yeah, it doesn't. Whatever. All right, thoughts, Chris?
I don't feel like I can really add much to it. I'd say.
Are you
it makes
excited?
Yes, it makes it. I'm glad that The Witcher is getting this attention and getting this press. Hopefully, people that weren't convinced last time or
Jake?
didn't try it out get the opportunity to try it.
I've just never really sat down and actually played it.
Okay, time to
It's-
hound Jake then.
I'll
because-
say it's worth the
I have.
attention.
I've tried.
It's got a little bit of like a learning curve, I'd say, because of like upgrading your shit and
Mhm, the
learning
fighting
how to
style.
fight.
I mean,
and
Hey, but that's what you got me
the
for.
crafting and all
That's
that
Kingdom
stuff.
Hearts and all that.
Hey, anybody watching needs help with Witcher? Hit me up.
He's played it like a billion and a half
I've literally
times.
played it. I probably beat it 10 times.
It's still free on Xbox, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. I
It's on
think.
Gun Paper. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
fucking
I'll-
excuse.
It's definitely
Okay, I'll get it.
very worth
it.
checking out.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's okay. Just be better.
Yeah, live your life better, you piece of shit. Anyway, one final
I'm just kidding. I
awesome
love you, Jake.
thing that I do want to bring up real quick. On September 9th, I believe, which is in 2 days,
2 days, yeah.
something amazing is happening. Dogs are coming to Sea of Thieves.
Oh, finally. I hate that.
Finally. Yes.
I saw
yes.
that. I saw that
I
trailer
wa-
of it peeing on the floor. I
Yes.
was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yes. Yes. Rare,
That's
you've
what we
done
all do in
enough.
our
You've done enough. I'm back. I'm back,
You
baby.
done good.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
back
that
on
might-
Wednesday, baby.
You
that-
done
that-
good.
That
all
might
I
That's all I
needed.
fucking needed. I am back.
That's good because I miss playing Sea of Thieves with you guys.
Yes. I'm playing it
I'm
on
so
Wednesday. I
terrible.
played it on Wednesday.
So terrible at it.
Oh yeah, we all
Like the-
suck.
I mean,
I love
suck
playing
too,
it
Jesus.
until we get fucking ripped apart by some
I
other
know.
crew
Or the
or the
Kraken.
Kraken.
or the
Oh
Kraken.
my
Yeah.
god. That's why I haven't
mean,
played it
you
in
guys
like
just don't
6
listen to me.
months.
Remember that one night we played? We had like 20 treasure chests and a fucking
We
Kraken
were
would just
going-
not leave us alone. We were going to turn it all
Oh
in.
yes.
We were
yeah.
going to turn it
Yeah.
all in. We were gonna get the achievement.
Oh, that
I was so mad.
It was
I was
funny
so
though.
mad.
salty.
It was
I
funny
haven't
as
played
shit.
it in 6 months because of that.
Well, I'll be back on
Honestly-
it on Wednesday.
I'll update it.
I'll be
tomorrow
streaming
night
it.
or tonight.
Be streaming it.
And Matt, when are we getting
All
back
right.
on Halo?
As soon as you're ready to start it this week, we can do it after Sea of Thieves on Wednesday, or we can start it on Friday.
Yeah, that's fine. Either one works. But I'm
Um,
excited to start
so-
Halo 3, and I'll get a hold of my two dudes. I know Daniel's down, and Goldie's probably down to play too.
Sounds good. Welcome back, Chris.
Sorry, I had to put my phone on low power mode because it's at like 5% battery.
Oh, you should have thought about that. Anyway, that's fine. That's okay because we're about to wrap it up. It's been probably just about an hour and 15 minutes or so that's not too bad.
Pretty good.
We had a lot of topics today. I think it went really well. You
Mhm.
guys had?
Yeah.
Did you guys have a good time?
Honestly,
watching
I had a
have
good
one?
time.
Yeah, I had a
Awesome.
good time.
All right.
Honestly, it was
Well,
fun.
It
yeah,
was cool
good.
learning about your origin stories because I
Exactly.
had
I
no
liked
idea.
learning about y'all too.
Felt like a superhero.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, your superhero origin story. Stop flashing that
proud of
game.
my-
Put it down.
Pretty proud.
No.
Pretty.
I love Sonic
Damn.
the Hedgehog 3
Pretty
and
proud of
Knuckles.
myself for introducing Matt to Skyrim. Like,
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
but think about
probably
that.
would have never played Witcher if you didn't.
You introduced Matt. Matt introduced me, and then I recently introduced my dad.
There you
And
go.
then you
Wow.
guys are gonna
There you go,
introduce
Chris's
me.
dad. You're
Look at
welcome.
me.
pay it
Look at me.
forward.
And then you're gonna start me on it too.
Yeah, you need to fucking do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
if
just
you
wanna
still have
play
your
it because-
360, I'll send it to you for real.
I'll just my
It's
Xbox.
on. I don't even know if it's on Game
Oh.
Pass. I probably is. I don't know. But
Maybe.
regardless,
No, it's not.
it'll probably go on sale in like a month for like $10.
Probably. Yeah.
I need an
It's
external
always
hard
on
drive,
sale.
but those are cheap. So
Me too.
Well, that's going to do it. So thank you for joining us on the inaugural episode of the Nerdy as Hell podcast. I do want to say we want to ask you guys that if you listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts, please give us a rating and subscribe. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel at Baron Down Anya. If you guys want to watch the recorded version of the Twitch stream. And if you want to catch us live right here, watch us twitch.tv/BaronDonOnya. And for all podcast updates, go follow us on @NerdyAsHellPod on Twitter. And thank you guys for watching. And stay unapologetically nerdy. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Have
Later.
a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
You've applied the pressure to have me crystallized, and you got the faith